Hello, lovely people. I'm back. It's Alethea Thomas. It's good to see you all again. If you're new to this channel, I welcome you. I usually record videos and vlogs about books and bookish topics, kind of trying to expand a little bit into more some life stuff, so you'll probably see a bit more of that here and there, and kind of like arts and crafts and things that I kind of do around the house, but most of my crafts have to do with like sewing and cross stitch and felt, putting together like felt craft kits and things like that. So if you're interested in any of that stuff at all, then continue to watch. So today I have been a little remiss in getting stuff filmed lately, and I apologize for that. It's been a rough couple of weeks for me. I kind of went through a little bit of a crisis. Everything kind of like came together, and there's just this perfect storm of awfulness that went on. I don't know how else to describe it. It was just really bad. We were having some behavioral issues with my son at his daycare, and they finally, I guess, had enough. Although we felt like that everything was okay, he was not exhibiting behaviors at home that apparently he was exhibiting at school. They talked with us one time, and then they decided they couldn't handle him anymore, which I just don't understand. There was no remediation process. There was no like 3 strikes, you're out. So anyway, just the long and the short of the whole thing is that he ended up getting kicked out of his daycare, and it really upset me because that was a very convenient daycare to go to, first of all, which was the number one reason that I would go anywhere is for my convenience, because it was right next door to his school. It was right next door to my daughter's school, so I could just drop them both off in the morning and it'd be done. So now I have to change that up and I have to find a different place. It upset me for all kinds of reasons. Not only my convenience, but, emotionally I could not handle a rejection like that, basically, and somebody telling me that there is something wrong with my kid. I don't like that. I don't think any parent likes to experience that. I think it's terrible. So, there was that going on. I was kind of feeling like there wasn't really much getting done at work. I felt like, kind of imposter syndrome almost going on with that, because the brakes had been put on some major things, and it was not my fault, but it still affects me, and it makes me feel like I'm not, performing as well as I can. So that, and then, hormonal stuff, getting older. I don't think I handled my birthday terribly well either, but just a bunch of stuff in the last couple of weeks, and I had enough. I had enough of everything, so I basically tried to get myself out of that funk. I'm here today. I'm fine. I am alive. Any day that you're above the ground is a good day. I always try to remember that. But I gotta tell you, parenting, man, parenting's hard. And sometimes I wish I wasn't a parent, but I am, and I have to take that responsibility. So it is what it is, and we will get through this, and it will be just fine. So I am kind of chilling this weekend, at least as much as I can, trying to get some stuff done. October's over. And Halloween's over. We still have like some fall decorations up and stuff, but I've taken down the majority of the like Halloween-y kind of things that I put up. The jack-o'-lanterns I flipped around so that they're just pumpkins now again. I think that's kind of a cute little trick, just having a jack-o'-lantern and then a pumpkin. So it's easy. Also, I'm mostly just trying to relax, figure out what Christmas is probably going to end up looking like. I don't know yet. The plans are in my head. I'm actually not a huge Christmas person. I have been trying to enjoy Christmas more because my kids, I want them to enjoy Christmas. So I'm coming up with things to do, decorations, easy stuff that will make Christmas just more enjoyable for me. So one of the things that I am trying to do to relax this weekend and also kind of get finished because Christmas is coming is a stocking that my daughter wanted. I picked this up a few years ago, actually, and I always wanted to make a handmade stocking for my kids, and this one is for her. I just never, I got it, I ordered it, I started putting it together, but I'd always start and stop. And since I figured I needed to finish it and to relax, and there really wasn't that much left to it, I decided to go ahead and finish it 100%. So I'm almost done with it. I need to... Let me put my cup to the side, actually. Woo. I only need to do a few things left on it now. I have to sew down this. There's a flower, I think, that goes right here, a little poinsettia. And then up at the top, I need to put her name. And then after that, I just put the backing on it. And what I'm actually going to do is put the backing that they gave me onto the back to cover up all the, all the really bad looking sewing. And then I'm going to go to the craft store or maybe Walmart or something and get a big piece of felt and use a big piece of, I think, red felt and to put on the back of the stocking. That way, I think it'll be a bit tougher and it will last longer. So, yeah. So I'm almost done with this. So I'm working on this kind of while I'm listening to books. And I also told myself that I need to finish this particular sewing project before I start any other sewing projects. Because the other one I want to start working on is one for me. And this is what it will look like. This is the whole kit together. This one's by the company Busilla, I think is how you pronounce that. Busilla has made lots and lots of kits over the years. And so what I did... And I've also had this one for a couple of years too. I just looked up Busilla Christmas kits, stocking kits on eBay, and you can get them for super cheap. And usually it's because people bought them, never started them, and they just throw them up on eBay to sell them, to get them off their hands. I've seen lots of them before on eBay, and they're great. So I kind of, the same thing with this one. That's where I procured it from. And I think that you can get some of the best designs just off of eBay because, the vintage and the old ones will be on there too. But I really like this one because it's called Victorian Rose, and it's a very Victorian-esque. Hopefully the light's not too bad on that. It's a very Victorian-esque pattern. And I just think it's so cool, and it'll be really neat with my name on it. And I've never had a handmade stocking. My mother would just buy us a stocking and write our name on it, and that would be it. So no shade on my mom, but that's just what she did. Where my husband actually has a handmade stocking from his mother. I guess that his mother really, really loved him. So anyway, so yeah, that's kind of some stuff I'm doing this weekend to help relax and get my mind off of things. Let's see here. I have some exciting stuff too. I was so excited because I ordered these as soon as I was able to off of Blackwell's site. And I'm so excited because they got here yesterday, and I've started reading A Curse for True Love. Isn't it so beautiful? It's so beautiful. It's just gorgeous. I love, love, love it. Look at that. And it says on the back, "May the best villain win." So this is Prince Apollo versus Jax, who is Jax is the Prince of Hearts. That's right. Two villains, one girl, and a deadly battle for happily ever after. So this is the finale to the Once Upon a Broken Heart series. So when I ordered that one, I went ahead and ordered the other ones too. So I got the first one, Once Upon a Broken Heart. And the Ballad of Never After. And I believe through Blackstones, these are not the Waterstones editions. No, I don't think these are the Waterstones editions. These are printed by Hodder and Stoughton. So I don't know, they're still really nice hardbacks though. So this one is the Ballad of Never After. It's got some foiling. It doesn't have foiling all over the book, as you see, but it does look really, really nice. So I might take the foil, I might take the paperback off, the cover off of these, and kind of show the foiling on my shelf. I haven't decided yet. This one is the first one, the Once Upon a Broken Heart, and it's got foiling too, and with the little hearts. And then I think the cover of the last book is the nicest visually. I do really like these covers a lot. I just think visually this one is just gorgeous, and it's got so much detail to it, like the little things in the corner, the paw print. Isn't that oh, it's a potion bottle. And these things are all in the stories. I like the cherry blossoms. The cherry blossoms come into the story too, apparently. And a heart in a glass jar. And then this is the cover for it. And it's purple. I love the color purple they used. It's a good choice, I think. And the knife is Jack's knife. So if you know anything about the story, you'll know about Jack's knife. So anyway, this was the super awesome, cool thing that came. This has actually cheered me up so much. I am going to, actually let me take my glasses off here. I am going to read the absolute living heck out of this weekend, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to get through it all in this weekend. No worries. I also got it on Audible because I had a credit on Audible anyway, and I was like, you know what? We're going to listen and read along, and we're going to groove, we're going to get immersed, and then when I don't feel like reading it out of the book, then I will just listen to it and work on my kit. So I think that's it for right now. I will kind of put in some clips of me sewing a little bit of the kit from earlier that I actually filmed, and then I'll show you guys the 100% complete stocking when it is totally finished. Maybe I'll show when I get started on the other stocking as well, because I do like watching cross-stitch videos a lot. I think that they are very relaxing, and I do think cross-stitch is one of those things that's super relaxing when you are, when you need something to do and you just sitting around and being bored, and it's something fun, very relaxing to do. So I cannot wait to put these on my shelf. They're gonna look so nice. They're just going to be so damn beautiful. I may just put it with all of these covers out. I don't know. I'm so excited. I'm so glad I got these. They're so beautiful. And they're not super overly priced if you buy them off of Blackwell's site. The older ones were like $18.90, I think, a piece. So like the Ballad of Never After and Once Upon a Broken Heart. And then A Curse for True Love was the more expensive one because it just came out. It was like $23. So it wasn't too awful. And I thought that this would be a nice little expenditure for myself earlier in the month. And I was right, because it's cheered me up. It really has. So I think that that's it for right this moment. I'm going to keep vlogging. Right after I get done here, I am going to go ahead and take, I don't know why I keep putting these down. I'm going to, right after this, I'm going to go ahead and film my what I read in October. And then I think that I will also try to film my TBR for November next. Although I don't really think I've got it 100% together yet. We've made some changes. There are going to be some shuffles because there's always changes here. There are always changes here because my TBR is a chaotic mess, and I fully admit to that. Oh, I just thought about it. Another thing we're going to do also is that Goodreads has done me dirty. And what had happened, without trying to go into too much detail about how Goodreads has done me dirty, They made a change where Facebook no longer is connecting to Goodreads. I had my original account through Facebook, but the weird part about this is it was also connected with the email address that was super old. Like, I don't even access this email address at all anymore because it was the very first email address I ever had. And I haven't used that thing since I got married, which is 100 years ago now. And so I was unable to continue to access my Goodreads account with Facebook, and I couldn't get into it. I couldn't get into it at all. And no matter what I tried doing, it just wasn't going to work. So I gave up. I completely gave up on it. I opened a new Goodreads account through my Amazon account. So I was able to take an old export of a Goodreads, my old Goodreads export, and import it into my new account. So I didn't lose absolutely everything, so that's okay. And I have updated my currently reading, and I have made some updates to my read, especially with that import. The problem is that not everything's in there now. So what I can do, which is the really screwed up part of all of this, and I can access my old account. I can look at the profile, and I can look at, what I've got on my lists and everything. So I'm going to have to look at the profile while not logged into it, but then logged into my other account. So on two separate windows, I'm going to have this open, and I'm going to update my new account to reflect my old account. Yeah, it really sucks. And I have to change on, I don't think I'm going to go back and bother, changing the information on all of my videos yet. But I am going to, from now on, start adding my new Goodreads account name and all of that. So anybody, if you're interested in friending me, or if you're interested in following me at all, please be my friend. I'd love you to be my friends, by the way. If you're interested at all, it's going to be down in the description box. It will be down in the description box below. It is Alethea_Thomas, I believe. But if I'm wrong off the top of my head, then it's down in the description box. So there you go. It is what it is. I have to live on. I have to move on with my life. It's okay. It's all right. It will get updated. So I may end up filming myself doing those updates in this vlog too. So anyway, that is it for right now for this little check-in for the weekend. I hope that you all are having a wonderful weekend. Mine's getting better. I'm okay. I will get over this little bump in the road and everything will be fine. I've actually already found care for my son, but I am going to have to keep him for like a whole week at home while we get some things set up. And this new, the new daycare will take him the following week. So it'll be all good. It'll be fine. It's just annoying. And it really upset me a lot. A lot. I mean, I kid you not, I was probably sobbing for 3 days straight because I could not believe it. I was so upset. I was so upset. And I'm just going to stop talking about it now because otherwise I'm probably going to get myself worked up again. I've left them a really bad review on Google, though. So there you go. I'm going to be that petty person and leave a bad review. They deserve it. That's all I care about. They deserve it. So, okay. I think that'll be it for now. We'll check in a little while later. Bye. I'm checking back in. I have made it really far on this, her stocking. And all I have to do now is her name, which I did start the C for my daughter's name. And after that, I'm finished. And I just have to put the backing on it and then the actual stocking itself, and it's all finished. So I'm really pleased with that. And the problem I've run into now is I ran out of the gold sequins, and I want to do all of her name in gold sequins, so I've had to go to Joann's and pick up more. And so I did that, and I have all of the sequins now, and so now I'm going to finish that up. Made it super far in A Curse for True Love. In fact, I am almost done with it. It is a very, very fast read. Super quick read. You could easily read this in a day, and I have almost read this entire thing in a day. The type is really big, for one thing. I mean, just look at that. The type is huge. And the spacing is quite big too. And it's only 200. I don't want to ruin any of this for me, so I'm blocking it. 385 pages. So it is almost 400, but it's not like, super, super long. So this is completely doable. And the pace, oh my goodness, the pace, it just keeps going and it keeps going. And I love it. I think it's a great book. I'm enjoying the heck out of it. It's also getting my mind off of the bad parts about life right now, and I appreciate that very, very much. I just noticed that my cover has a little tiny crinkle in it, and I'm going to be upset now. But it'll be fine. It'll probably work its way out on the shelf. Oh, that upsets me. Anyway, so I'm almost done with that. The really cool thing about ordering from Blackwell's is they throw in like cute little things. They've got this card. It's called the Banned Books Trading Card Game. It's really, really cute. Isn't that darling? And then they just print a card, and it has a book that has been banned in the past or currently. And this one was by Aristophanes, and I'm probably going to butcher the heck out of this, but the Lysistrata. And it was banned because of its anti-war message. So maybe we need to read Lysistrata. I've never read it before. I think it's a play. Yeah, I think it's a play. Yeah, it's a Greek play. So, but yeah, that's just a cute little thing that they sent me, and I took it out of my book, so now I've got to figure out where to put that back. I think that's the chapter I was on. So yeah, it's really nice because you can just use it as a bookmark or collect them. I think that'd be really fun. If you order a lot of books from Blackwell's, you can collect the cards. So that's really fun. So yeah, I'm just going to keep working on this, and I guess I'll update you guys as soon as I finish A Curse for True Love, which should be pretty quick. I think I've only got like an hour left on the audiobook. I'm listening to the audiobook and reading while I'm working on this. I'm mostly listening to the audiobook. So anyway, I will check back in later. Bye. Hi again. I'm back again. I am done with A Curse for True Love by Stephanie Garber. I loved it so much. It's so good. It wrapped up so well. I just really enjoyed the crap out of this book. It was so, so good. I remember starting the Once Upon a Broken Heart last year, and I think I read it, and I wasn't terribly impressed with it to begin with because I really didn't get it, didn't understand it. I felt like the story was just kind of all over the place and didn't make a whole lot of sense. But I didn't think it was bad necessarily. I just maybe wasn't paying that much attention in it, or, I just maybe felt like it was too cluttered of a story. She really got it together in the second book, which was... Oh, The Ballad of Never After, that's right. So she really got it together in The Ballad of Never After, kind of got the story, I want to say like tied down into a nice little bundle, and made it really interesting. The characters were very compelling at that point. Nobody was really annoying. And I just felt like there were actual stakes here. There was something to, get to. There was a resolution that needed to be, needed to happen. It was also a really exciting kind of a cliffhanger at the end of the second book, and that got us into the third book. And the third book wrapped it up, I think, so well. The people you hate get what they deserve. I guess I shouldn't say that. It's probably spoiler-ish, but I'm not telling you how it happens. So take that as you will. It's a fun ride. It is a fun ride. I am so glad I read that this weekend. It has put me in such a better mood. Oh my gosh, my mood is so much better. And this was so good, and the whole series was so good. I may end up rereading this at some point, maybe next year, year after that. I might give it a lot of time. But I love this. I love how Evangeline and Jax are together in this entire series. The banter is so good. Jax is such an asshole at the beginning, but then you kind of find out why he's like that, and then he kind of opens himself up. I've always liked the bad guy. I love bad guy characters, morally gray characters. They're so much more fun. And I blame that mostly on Dragonlance and the character Raceland Magier. He was the first one for me, and he will always have a place in my heart. But in any case, Jax is just a great character. I absolutely love him to pieces. I think he's great. So that concludes this one, and I really hope that there is more, that Stephanie Garber, I really hope that Stephanie Garber puts more out from this world. So talking about that and really wanting more from this particular world, sorry, my kid's yelling in the background, I've got him today. I decided I would now begin Caraval and read this one. I picked this copy up last year, I want to say, or maybe the year before that at Goodwill. And it was just sitting there on the shelf for like a couple of bucks. And so I went ahead and picked it up. I have not seen the rest of the series at Goodwill at all. So I was almost hoping that somebody else would put their copies of, Finale, I know, is the end, and Legendary. Legendary is the second one. It's always those second books I can't remember the names of. So I'm probably going to end up having to pick up the other two that go with this. So I'm getting started on that tonight, actually. I was so excited from reading A Curse for True Love and the ending of Jax and Evangeline's story that now I want to experience Stephanie Garber's other characters and, just have more in this world, because Jax does exist in this book as well. I don't think it's this book. It may be the following books, but the fates and the characters that you see in the other series of Stephanie Garber's exist in this world as well. So I think it's the same world. It might be parallel worlds. Who knows? I have no idea. But I am excited to read this. This one is more of a carnival sort of a fantasy, circus maybe, sort of a fantasy. There was that other book that came out a couple of years ago that was I want to say very similar to this. Oh my gosh, and I'm totally blanking on the name of it. The Night Circus, that's right. And The Night Circus was really good. I enjoyed that one a lot too. But I'm hoping it will be a bit more fantastical in this one, more magic, even more magic than there was in The Night Circus. The Night Circus's magic, I feel like, wasn't as fanciful, wasn't as elf-like or mystical, if you will, and there were rules really around that magic. So I almost wonder how Caraval will treat a circus and magic around a circus. So really looking forward to starting this up. And then I think that's it. I'm still working on my daughter's stocking, and I'm probably going to end up starting my stocking really soon. I have to take because I opened it up and I got into all of it, I have to take the actual canvas, I want to call it, you know, where you actually do the cross stitching onto the fabric itself. And I have to baste those edges so that they don't fray. And I think I'm going to do that like right after I get done with this, actually. And probably get started on it. I don't know if I'm going to include me starting it on this one, but I definitely will try and film a little bit of me getting started on that cross stitch. So, but I think that's my updates for right now. I hope everyone's had a great weekend. I know I've had a much better weekend than I had at the beginning of the week. We're kind of just, you know, kind of chilling for whatever's left of this weekend that I've got, and it's not very much actually because it's Sunday night right now, so my weekend's pretty much over. But anyway, I think that that's it for right now. So I hope that you all enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe as always, and we will see you in the next video. Bye.